What's up, guys? Connor back in the garage today. We're going to be installing some new lights that we got from our friends at KC HiLites. They're the Flex Era 3s. They are their new model. They're like a fog beam combo pattern thing. You'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, we're going to get those installed on the Jeep. I'm going to show you how we do that, and then we're going to kind of go out and test them and see what they look like. All right, so excuse my horrendously messy table we got going on here, but here they are. This is the Flex Era 3 from KC. So what these lights are, it's like a combo light. So you can turn them on just the flood portion of the light. You can turn them on spot. I've been really looking for something for the Comanche to do like a good floodlight, potentially an amber, because I don't really have anything like that. Okay, this is what was on the Jeep before. This is what you saw in the walk around video, if you saw that video. These are a KC 3x3 cube light, and these are fantastic. You know, these are great lights. Nothing wrong with them. This is an amber beam, so even though the lens is clear, the actual bulbs in these are amber, but they are only a spot beam. You can kind of tell by the way the lens looks in there that they really throw light just straight out in front of the vehicle. So it's awesome that they're amber. It's awesome that they're a nice little compact light. They're super tough. You know, haven't had any issues out of these. I've actually hit, I don't know if it's this one. I hit one of these on a rock one time and it totally survived it. So super durable light. I just need something that kind of just shines directly on the ground right in front of the vehicle in a wide spread pattern, not shoots way out in front of the vehicle. And I know I probably sound like a little complaining girl right now, but it is what it is. So we're gonna go from this to one of these guys. And why does any of this matter? You know, who cares if I've got a spot or a flood or whatever? So this Jeep's actually gonna go out west 2, maybe 3 times this year. So it will be in Moab at Easter Jeep Safari. It will be at Sand Hollow for a cool little trip that me and the wife have planned that you're gonna see on this channel. I don't have anything that I can see through the dust in. We just got back from King of the Hammers, and we weren't in this, but we were in our Gladiator. There was a point when we were driving back from Chocolate Thunder where we couldn't see anything. Like, we couldn't see nothing. There was so much dust, it was crazy. If I have any video, I'll put it right here, right now. But, I mean, we were driving back. We had our JT with the LED package headlights, so they're great headlights, but because of the color of the beam, we couldn't see anything. We couldn't see where we were going, what we were doing. All we could just see was like white dust in front of us. And this is no different. It has LED headlights, you know, which are great for driving around on the road, great for southern wheeling, great for a lot of different types of terrain, but they're not good for snow and they're not good for dust. So in the few cases that I do get into that, I would like to be able to see in it. Another one of the main reasons I kind of want to take you through a KC lights install is because if you're anything like me, you're buying lights from Amazon, and that's all I did for probably like 5 years of my off-roading life. I got lights on Amazon. It would literally look just like this, and it would just have 2 wires coming out of it, and that was it. It didn't come with any relays, didn't come with any switch, didn't come with anything. And so I would go like to Amazon and buy the light. I go get a relay at like AutoZone. I go get a switch at AutoZone, and I go buy wire at AutoZone, and I would just do it all myself. A lot of times those lights, they get water in them and then they just stop working. Actually, most of the time that's what happens to those lights. They get water in them, they quit working altogether. They get dimmer. I've actually seen that as well. So, you know, they kind of just slowly get dimmer over time, and then before you know it, they're not even working anymore. They don't come with any hardware. They're super hard to install, and they're just annoying, to be honest with you. So I kind of want to show you the quality that KC holds when they send something to you. So you get a box from KC, this is what it's going to look like. These are some Flex Era 4s that we have for another project that you'll see soon. But I just want to give you a good idea of like the quality of stuff that you're actually going to get from KC. So you get your box, you open it up. I mean, first of all, the packaging is awesome. I mean, like, that's super cool. They will send you a wiring harness. This wiring harness is totally plug and play. It has all the wires that you are going to need already, like, ran, loomed. It comes with a switch, comes with a KC relay. You can see the little logo on the KC relay there, and some more zip ties, and then a packet of installation instructions that tells you exactly what wire goes where and how to do it. You get your light itself. So this is a Flex Era 4, so this is a little bit of a bigger light than what we're putting on today, but anyways. And then they send you this super cool thank you card. Super cool stuff here, guys. They're more money, but honestly, like, it's worth it. It's so convenient, it's so easy, and yeah, I'm about to show you how easy it really is. So let's dive into those guys. All right, so first thing we're going to do is pick a spot for our light. The bumper that I have is a Pritchett Canyon bumper from Barnes 4-Wheel Drive. They come pre-drilled with a hole on each side for, you know, a stud and your typical light like this. So this light has a stud on the bottom of it. KC sends a washer and a nut for that. I'm going to get this loosely installed, and then we can go to running the wires for this. Okay, so first things first, don't judge me about how dirty my engine bay is. It's pretty horrid right now. Anyways, first things first, we're gonna get this wiring harness kind of routed out. And I'm not gonna go super in depth with that because this isn't like an install video. And KC's instructions are so dummy proof that it's really hard to mess up. So I'm gonna kind of get it laid out in here and then show you how I'm gonna hook it up in the cab, and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay, so it's an electrical nightmare in here right now. They haven't been loomed yet or anything, so I gotta make it look all pretty. But anyway, this is the relay for the Flex Era 3 lights. So this relay right here is from KC, came with the lights. They even give you this self-tapper to drill into some sheet metal or something. Don't mind that hole. I just couldn't shut the hood when it was sitting over there, so I had to move it over a little bit, but it's fine. Has all the inline fuses and everything for the lights, so nothing to worry about there. If you're curious about what all this is KC's rock light system. So each rock light connects here, has its own fuse, and then just has one cord that runs to the battery. And then they send you this big old ground right here. So I actually have the pretty much every light I run goes off of this ground right here, so that's super cool. But for right now, we're just gonna see if we can get these lights working. So I'm setting up to show you the inside. I figured maybe this is kind of cool to show some people. I really love these Milwaukee Lights. They are magnetic on the bottom and the back underneath this clip, and they have this clip, and they're super bright. Just figured I'd kind of share that with you. These make my life a lot easier. So okay, welcome to the cab. So as you can see, those are the lights I'm talking about, and now we've got a nice bright illuminated cab for you guys to see. So this is the button for my rock lights. I have to install another version of this on the other side. I do have a fog light switch in here, and this was running my, those cube spotlights that I just showed you guys. However, this new set of lights needs a 2-stage, or I guess a 3-stage switch. So it needs to have a low setting and off, and then a high setting. And this does not have that. This is just on, off. So I'm probably going to install the KC provided switch in this just right below. So yeah, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that now. All right, so on a Comanche, there's a bunch of Phillips head screws throughout here that you take out to get this bottom panel off. My secret on these older Comanches is there's actually a screw behind this thing. So when you pull all the screws out and you're like, why the heck can I get this out? There's one back here. So pro tip. All right, I went ahead and finagled this out of here and drilled a hole in it just so you guys don't have to see me try to drill a hole in plastic. So, anyways, so like I said, this is the rock light switch that I was talking about. So you flip this switch, the rock lights come on. This is a 2-stage switch. So I've already pressed this 3-stage switch in. So as you can see, it's got a high, an off, and a low. So that's what you need to run these Flex Era lights, because they have 2 settings. 3, I guess, if you count off as a setting, but they have a high and a low. Still just a 3-prong, backing. Again, tells you the way to do it. All that stuff, the colors, where they go. Also, you MJ guys, when you go to put this back in, don't forget to hook up your crotch fan. Really important in the summertime. Alrighty, got this panel back on. Got the 2-stage switch installed. It's nice and firm in there, not going anywhere. Super cool there. So we'll continue getting these other lights installed. Get the battery hooked up. Get this guy bolted down, get them aimed right. We should be good to go. All right, this is Beth. She's my wife.
Hey guys.
She's the B in CB Off-Road. Calling her Bethany. You get it. I'm going to put this last light on. She's going to swing the camera for us, and then we're going to go drive out into the nighttime and see what they look like. Are you recording?
Yep.
KC gives you this little 3-prong connector. I've ran the wire harness down to right there, so I'm just going to take that, plug that up, and then we'll be ready to go. Just filling this up before we head out. Cherokee guys will understand. Ooh. Probably ought to check this a little more. Okay, so we got the lights installed. We got them kind of aimed where we think they should go. We're going to get the hood closed and back the sucker out and go see what they look like. Maybe we'll get a little bit of antifreeze since we used all of ours. She'll be fine. I thought it was weird. I was coming home today, and anytime I'd stop, it kind of started overheating. I was like, what the heck? Like, after I did the open cooling system swap, I mean, it's like literally never overheated. So, but apparently my heater core leak has been going on longer than I would like to admit. Anyways, that doesn't matter because we got cool lights. What do you think? All right, we got the lights on and we're gonna go test them out. I guess we're gonna drive on the street a little bit first and see what they look like. So this is my headlights, so I'll turn those off. This is the Flex Era 3 beam on low. This is the Flex Era 3 beam on high. So you can see the spot is like right there in the middle, and then the flood goes out on the edges. Here's my headlights without the Flex Era 3. Here's the low beam on the Flex Era 3 with my headlights. And then here's my high beam with the Flex Era 3 with my headlights. They're not like anything crazy, because I mean, for example, that's the Pro 6. So nothing crazy, because they are like a DOT legal light, but they're just enough to give you like a really good fog. And with my headlights, they kind of go down like towards the edges where my headlights don't touch. So where should we go?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, we need to go to AutoZone. So I've been driving around for a while with these lights if I have my high beams on in this truck, people are gonna flash me. But with these, I don't really get anybody like hitting me with their bright lights or anything like that. So it's like just enough light to really help out. So. Goods.
Back home.
All right, overall impressions of KC's new Flex Era 3. So first of all, they are super compact, which I like. You know, it's about as big as your standard 3x3 cube, just with a little bit more of a tapered design down at the end. So I believe these are the two flood beams and this is the spot. It's a super awesome combo to have. The standard low beam floodlight really just kind of lights up the corners that my headlights don't light up. So that's super cool. And then, you know, if I'm going down a back road and, you know, there's not a ton of people around, flip the, you know, switch up to the second setting and it turns on the spot as well. And that really lights up the road. So I really like them. They're super compact. They're super aesthetically pleasing. I mean, it's just a good looking light. I mean, that factors into it as much as we don't want to admit it. They're super customizable. You can do the different like trim rings on them and stuff like that. And then I also have these amber covers right here for them. So I think once we head out to Sand Hollow and stuff like that, I'm gonna throw these on there, see what they do, because that's kind of one of the bigger reasons that I wanted a better fog light. All right, so in short, how would I recommend these to people? So basically, you know, if you're a dude with a JK, JL, XJ even, I would totally recommend these as a fog light replacement. Because what you find a lot of times is, you know, you'll get one of these like aftermarket bumpers or something, and they don't always have provisions for the factory fog lights that your JK or your JL came with. And half the time, those are super expensive fog lights. Like the LED package fog lights for the JL are crazy expensive to get them, like, to buy them again from the factory. So these run for, I think, like $470 something a pair. It's pricey, you know, not gonna deny that. The me 5 years ago would be like, man, I'll just get them off of Amazon. But the me now, you know, after I bought like 10 pairs of pod lights off Amazon and I had to throw away all 10 pairs because water got in them or they just stopped working or one of the bulbs in it went out, you know, I'd rather just, you know, buy once, cry once, to be honest with you. Plus the quality of the light itself, the quality of the wiring harness you get, it's all just really kind of plug and play, ready to go. I mean, it just doesn't get much easier than that. So if you're looking for a light to like beam through the desert with, this might not be your light. I would probably go like the Flex Era 4 or do some Pro 6s on your bumper, because those things right there, those things shoot for miles. But this light is more for the guy who wants really good off-road lighting when he needs it, and then a light he can also use on the street all the time and not just burn people's corneas out of their heads. So if that's you, man, friggin' go for it. These lights are awesome, and yeah, I couldn't be happier with them. So that's my honest opinion. So yeah, that's kind of a wrap to getting those installed. This Jeep will be in Moab for Easter Jeep Safari, and then after that, in May, it will be in Sand Hollow with the Matt's Offroad Recovery Crew. Me and Bethany are going out there for a week and just to kind of see Sand Hollow. We've never been there before, so it's going to be a super cool video, so keep an eye out for that. There's definitely going to be some videos sprinkled in between there as well. So yeah, just keep an eye out for them, and that's pretty much it for this one. So thanks for watching.